this is going to be stupid.
Okay.
Let's hear it, baby.
Do you guys ever, like, challenge yourselves?
No.
That's fucked up, Doug.
Literally never.
Not like, okay,
What a
sorry.
burn.
Hold
Hey,
on.
guys, you want a fun question? Do you have any faith in yourself? No, thanks for bringing that up, though.
No, hang on. Do you ever create challenges for yourself in your own mind to, like, just see if you can beat?
Like, what kind of
Give us an
challenges?
example.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example.
Please.
Please.
Like, physical challenges.
Like,
seeing
can
how-
I jump over that 6-foot wall type thing?
Yeah, or, like, can I hold my breath through this entire, like, thing?
Oh, just like weird.
yeah.
Or just, like, weird things like, hey, I wonder if I could do this. And just, like, set, like, that own little goal in your head just to, like, spice up your day.
Yeah. I feel like I do that, but probably not as crazy as you do.
Sure.
I don't do it too much. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do fun things like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a little quirky.
Sometimes I'm fun. Sometimes if I've had a little bit of kinky and I'm feeling a little loose, I just make up a fun challenge in my head. Fun physical challenge.
Like, can I hold my breath when I drink this whole bottle?
And you know what? You bet your little bosom you can. I can. I can do it. Also found out had an autoerotic asphyxiation thing.
Yeah.
So I'm checking that off the bucket list.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for having me at your meeting.
Yeah. So wait, you were going to say something actually important.
Yeah.
Not really. But I do have a story.
Yeah.
So I'm not nearly this dramatic, you know, but to like actually hold my breath while I'm in a stinky bathroom.
Oh.
But
yeah, I don't do that.
sometimes I walk into a stinky bathroom and it makes me think like of holding my breath. And so in my head I'm like, it's fine. But I'm like, so what about if one day I'm like stuck in a burning building? And there's smoke and I can't breathe and I have to hold my breath for it like until I can get out of the building. I might as well fucking practice. So I walk into a bathroom, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of ripe. But I'm all by myself and I'm like, all right, well, let's see. Someday I might have to get out of a burning building. Here's my chance to practice. And so sometimes I see if I can like hold my breath throughout that entire, like, okay, I'm walking into the bathroom, we're doing stuff and like going through those actions. And then by the time I get out, like see if I have been able to.
No, I don't do that. Do you do that?
What if you ever are in a burning building?
Then I'll just die, I guess. Like, if I'm in a burning building, then that's fine. That's just how it's gonna end.
She'll use your oxygen.
Yeah.
Just puncture a straw into my lungs.
Yeah.
Use me as a filtration.
Like a juice box.
Ooh, what flavor is he?
I think he'd be fruit punch.
Fruit punch.
Because he's a little sassy.
I got some punch.
And a little fruity. But overall, he's sweet.
Holy shit.
And Hawaiian.
And Hawaiian.
He's got kind of like an island flair.
He does.
Just to clarify, Swain is not Hawaiian.
Just to clarify, Swain is the whitest person on the planet. What would your Kool-Aid flavor be? I'd be black cherry. I'm just going to throw that in.
That makes sense.
I know that as a fact.
You've put some thought into this.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's more of what I do in my free time, in my brain.
I feel like blue raspberry.
Yeah.
That's an objectively good choice.
Thank you.
Just all around positive.
Would you be the top or the bottom of the bear?
What does that mean?
Y'all can be two bears.
No,
Are you getting mounted or are you doing the mountain?
Are you a dom or a salt? Let's get this out of the. Let's get it out in the open. Would you be the top or the bottom of the horse?
Of the bear.
Of the bear. Answer me. I'm asking, like, if you and I were in a bear costume, like a 2-person bear costume, would you be?
I would be in the bottom then.
You would be the butt.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Because, like, if we
That's
ever
so kind of you.
If we have to ever like go on our like 4 legs, it'd be better for me to like carry you than you to carry me.
But isn't it you just bent over and I'm just walking normally?
Oh, I guess that. Okay, I was assuming it was like Man
Like
in
you-
trench coat.
Just a 10-foot bear on its hind legs.
We're like, hello, we would like to buy a ticket to an R-rated movie.
And in the finest honey that you have.
We're totally not two people in a 10-foot tall bear costume.
Hi, do you have honey cigarettes?
Gosh, I think I would be the top.
And pause for room tone.
Oh, thank
Even
you,
Wiley paused for
Oh my
My
god.
bad,
Dang
y'all.
it, pause!
I hope we can hear that last paw hit just before the pause in the recording.
That's so cute.
I am Austin Swain, and I'm ready to go into the city and party.
And I'm ready to go into the city and party.
It's something we watched
Yes, yeah.
recently.
All three of us?
All three of us. Not recently.
Is it Rat Race?
Is it Clue?
It is neither Rat Race or Clue. I have range.
Is it Rat Race 2?
Yes.
The treasure. The
You
treasure
got me.
still needs to be found.
Yeah.
Say it again.
We're digging deep, ladies and gents.
All right, let's dig
And I
deeper.
actually have context.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Uh-huh. My name is Austin Swain, and I'm ready to go into the city and party.
If it's a movie we haven't seen, I'm going to punch you.
Austin, I'll tell you that it's a movie by a director that you love.
I love a lot of directors.
Yeah, well, I couldn't make it too easy.
I don't know what that is.
Welcome to the Room Tone Quiz Show.
That sounded like Marge.
Hmm.
Hi,
Oh, me. Oh, sorry. I stepped on your Marge.
my name is Maddie, and I cannot do a good impression of Marge Simpson.
Is it Taika Waititi?
It is.
Hunt for the Wilder People?
No, what did we just watch?
Oh, wait, no, we
Suicide
watched
Squad?
together. No,
He
that's
was
not.
in that.
Say it again.
Ah,
I'm going down to party.
I'm ready to go into the city and party.
Is it what we do in the shadows?
It is what we do in the shadows.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't remember the scene. It
I
just
don't
like I
remember
kept,
that either, yeah.
They're all getting ready, and then they get together for this group shot, and they look into the camera, and they go, "We are ready to go into the city and party like vampires."
Oh, I want to watch that again.
We should. My name is Austin Arpeza, and fun fact about Fantastic Mr. Fox, they actually rented a cottage to record the audio for the movie. They didn't record in a sound booth. And there's like behind the scenes footage of George Clooney acting like a fox.
Yay.
Like the breakfast scene when he like gobbles up his like French toast or whatever. Like you see Clooney just like eating like a piece of bread.
Oh my gosh,
wildly.
cute.
So why did they do that? Why'd they record out in a cottage?
I guess they wanted a more natural sound to it.
Because they were shooting scenes, like the visual part was
Yeah, it was,
in a cottage.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
it totally
cool.
makes sense.
I love that. Yeah.
And it does. I mean, once you know that, it's like you can totally tell that it's not shot in a studio.
Yeah. Wes Anderson was very particular about that film. Like another thing, he wanted to use real fur instead of clay fur, and like the puppeteer was like, "Well, it's gonna like show the weird jump cuts in the fur,
Right.
in the shot." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. That's what I want."
Oh.
Yeah.
Get some style in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Get them all wiggly.
So yeah,
Do they have real fox hair?
I don't know if it's real, but it's like it's hair.
Oh.
Yeah. And you can just see it like
Yeah, like
Yeah, move.
jittering around.
Yeah.
It's such a fun style to that
Mhm.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Stop motion is so rad.
It really is. Oh,
It's a lifestyle.
since you guys
It's
are
true.
here, I wanted to ask you, do you guys want to go see The Batman with me on Thursday?
no.
Okay.
Our
Swain.
pets.
Okay.
Swain,
You're not excited at all?
Robert Pattinson.
I totally don't need to see it at theaters. I don't know. If you really want to go, I'll go
You
with.
said they were what, like $10 tickets?
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny to watch our pets kick Paul Dano in the face.
Totally. I
Yeah.
totally agree. So sure, let's do it.
Plus, this is
I
so-
am going to be thinking about Jackass the whole time, though.
That's fair. Just
Can
think of
promise
Batman
you
as
that.
Johnny Knoxville.
No.
Hi, I'm Batman. I'm about to kick this motherfucker's ass.
No one could be Johnny Knoxville.
Batman could be Johnny Knoxville.
No, he
Could.
couldn't.
What if Johnny Knoxville played Batman?
That would
Oh.
be
Then Batman
Schrodinger's
be
Johnny
something.
Knoxville?
That would be something.
that would be something.
I'd watch it. I love going to the theater, that was a very kind of a big part of like my childhood. Like I remember the first movie I ever went by myself, Spider-Man 2. Yeah.
I don't remember the first movie I saw in theaters. I do remember that when I saw Shrek in theaters for the first time, I was so young that when he like screams at the camera in the beginning, I just like burst out in tears. And I had to leave. Yeah. I was probably like 4.
Wow.
My parents probably shouldn't have taken me to Shrek in theaters, so that kind of traumatized me.
It's just
I never liked movie
You had
theaters.
parental guidance.
Yeah.
You should have been fine.
Yes.
They were watching you, right?
Yeah, I guess.
The whole time.
No, they were making out. No, I can't imagine.
Shrek turns everybody on, of
That's
course
true.
they were.
Shrek is love.
Shrek is life.
Shrek is sexy.
This is my swamp.
So it's interesting to hear you recall so fondly.
That really is a defining piece of you. I see so much of that in you, like just your like pure passion for film and like the creation of it and the work behind it.
Thank you.
Cinema.
Just say movie douche, dude. That's like
Bro, I love that you're a movie douche.
You are my favorite movie douche.
Here's the thing. Is it okay to be a movie douche? I don't know. I'm okay
I
then.
fucking hope so, because all 3 of us are.
Yeah, I was like, I'm okay with being a movie douche. I accepted it. It's
absolutely.
What are we talking
This
about
might
today?
be a pretty relaxed episode of Room Tone.
fine. Here's the thing. I'm okay with that. I feel like the last episode, I was a little bit frazzled, and maybe we just need a relaxed session where we're just talking about the process, talking about what our thoughts are, and
Like how
where
things are going.
yeah, where we want to go, and what we're liking about this process, and what's kind of frustrating us. Just having a rap session.
So in terms of this process, I am excited about like seeing these ideas come together and take form. It's like it's really starting to feel like these people are real people that are like starting to sit in the room with us, and like seeing them take shape is a very cool experience right now.
They're getting tangible. I could almost touch Donnie's firm behind. Don't you think?
In those slimming khakis.
In those khakis,
In the
bro.
khakis and
Dude,
polo.
totes.
Khakis
He's got
and
on
black polo.
Yep. And he
I-
looks bad.
I feel like we can find a black pair of khakis. Not
Are
khakis.
black khakis
but,
a thing?
but like
Are they khakis then?
but, yeah, I guess not.
Isn't khaki
A
the
pair-
color?
But like the style of like
Yeah. Like
khaki.
like
It's
chino
like
pants.
these pants are chino cut.
yeah.
So
Yeah, like
just
those.
get these in black.
Yeah.
For those listening, I'm wearing pants.
Chino pants.
I'm really happy you're wearing pants. So the last few times when you wore it,
Yeah.
it got real weird.
Just so everybody knows, usually we aren't wearing pants.
Just want to make that clear.
So we're just going to put that visual in your mind from the last times.
It helps us think. We get
Yeah.
real sweaty.
Dude, I would love if we didn't have pants on right now. Are you kidding me? Literally, nothing is better than not having your pants on.
Facts. I learned that living alone.
Straight facts. I wish I lived alone. Did you see him? He was just waiting for it. He was like,
my wife, everybody.
my wife.
My wife wants to
worst
live
thing.
alone.
The worst thing that came from 2020 is people starting to do Borat accents again.
That's so true.
It's back, baby. It's back.
It's
and it's
funny.
hot.
It's hot. Hot topic.
Borat is hot again.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the project?
I'm feeling swell. I'm feeling like we're going a little slow, but I
fair.
think it's fine. I'm enjoying that we're focusing on having fun.
Mhm.
And I was going to say that like this is just making me have more of an appreciation for podcasts. But I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I think I just like get it more now. Like it's like, oh, I totally like understand like I get why you would listen to a podcast now. So it's been fun.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for our story. And I'm having fun. So how are you feeling about the project?
I think I just deal with a lot of anxiety. And whenever I feel like I'm in a position where there's a lot of stakes, I just kind of instinctually feel really anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And although like, yeah, this is like for fun and like I do see it as fun, I also like want to do a really good job at this. And like, I really like want to like put out like a really good product at the end, you know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And sometimes I think I like overthink it like too much, and I need to learn to take a step back and enjoy the process. I think the development part is always so frustrating, even with when we've done things before with school stuff, because everyone has like really good ideas, and sometimes those really good ideas aren't clear until you put some faith into like your partner and let them like, you know, shoot how they want to shoot.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing.
Yeah, especially coming from that place where it's like, it's just a series of conversations that you're expecting to like manifest in like such a visual and experiential way, like to just bring that kind of like level of connection with just words can be so tricky sometimes. Yeah.
So yeah, I think just like that part of it has been very like weighing on me. But other than that, I'm having a really good time. I'm having a good time developing this podcast with you guys.
Yeah.
I enjoy hanging out with you guys. This is like a highlight of my week whenever we have like recording days. I'm enjoying this process. It's the short film that's like, okay, like we're producing a baby right now.
Yeah.
Right. How can we make this?
This is
not
the
an ugly
foreplay.
baby?
Yeah.
This is the foreplay.
This is the foreplay of the creating of the baby.
Prepare to get your neck kissed, folks.
We're coming in for a smooch.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Luckily, we don't have any fans.
Yeah.
Except for Austin's sister, Jordan. I think we should give Jordan a shout out.
I think we should too. Shout
Jordan
out to
listens to us?
Yeah.
Absolutely. She does.
She totally does. It's really cute.
My older sister, Jordan, shout out. She tells us this is her favorite thing to listen to now on her way to work. She is up in the dawn of the morning to go be a nurse and save lives.
Saving lives.
And she's listening to us make dick jokes on her way there.
And that's all we want, is to like make someone's day a little better by being weirdos.
Okay, should we see how long it takes? Like, give her a challenge? So we can say, like, Jordan, when you hear this, send a photo to Swain of something yellow.
I like
Blue,
this.
Something yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is your challenge.
Look forward to something yellow.
And then we'll share it on the podcast. the dirtier, the better.
Wow, we're so interactive with our viewers.
Wow.
You can do that when you have 2 fans.
Yeah, we're really opening the floor up. It's like, oh, you think you're going to be a fan of Room Tone Podcast? We will call you out by name. I dare you to tell us you like the show. I dare you.
Oh,
What? That would be so cute.
Okay,
if I got a message over podcast form from my friends like, hey, send us a picture of something funny, I would be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. On last episode, we got through 2 of our character sheets.
Heck yeah.
And we started to take a look at how can we describe these characters in terms of like Dungeons and Dragons or like as a role-playing game. Like how do we just boil them down to some traits and really start to paint a picture?
So we picked up our paintbrushes and we dabbed it in some blue and we painted a picture. Yeah, so we figured out Donnie and his whore wife.
She's a lovely lady.
So who do we want to do next? Did we finish Michelle? I keep liking Michelle. Were we done with her sheet?
I was just going to do a quick rundown of what we did last time. Catch people up.
Got it.
Last time we covered the older brother named Donnie. Temporary, but probably Donnie.
No, we cannot name him Donnie.
What?
Maybe. I don't know. That's just like the dumbest name ever.
What? I thought we've been really liking
Maybe
Donnie.
he goes by Don. Hey, I'm Don.
Yeah, or like his actual name is Don and people call him Donnie or something. Like nobody names their kid Donnie.
Well, no, it'd be like Donald. Is his name.
Yeah, okay. His name could definitely be Donald. Totally.
We decided he's a paladin, sworn to this like perfect family oath. Total 10 in constitution, high strength, major himbo, leadership, naive, ignorant, maybe has a big dong. And then his wife, we decided...
Sorry, that's really funny that we wrote that down.
And then just talked a little bit about his wife, maybe Kathy, playing a rogue because she's sneaky, conniving, maxed out in intelligence, kind of this sneaky little lady, and pretty high in wisdom too, so she's playing mind games. She's on the brink and bizarre. Has no fear, but is a good mom.
Respect.
And on a mission to kill her husband, hence Rogue.
I remember the name.
What?
What's the name you came up with for his wife?
Nicole.
Oh, I could see that.
I could see Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole's good.
And I like the idea that it's not Donnie and Kathy.
Yeah.
Although that is kind of funny.
Yeah. Donnie
and Nicole.
Yeah.
That kind of flows, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Donnie and
Or Nicole and Donnie.
Yeah.
I like Donnie and Nicole.
Yeah.
It's like Sonny and Cher.
It's
Just got that zing to it.
just got that roll off the tongue. Who do you guys want to do next? Do we
You.
explore the rest of
I do the son.
Let's do
Let's do the son.
Donnie and Nicole's son.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm still going to vote for Jonah.
Ugh. When I heard that when I was listening to the last episode, I was like, I still so don't agree with Jonah.
I still say Jonah.
I almost see like Matthew or
I can
like
see Matthew.
Steven.
yeah, like a saltine ass name.
Get fucked.
Billy?
Or like Johnny.
Johnny and Donnie.
See?
No fucking
See,
way.
of course. But of course he would name his kid something stupid like that.
Donnie names his son Johnny.
Or
how about like Don Jr.?
that's too played out, I think.
He could name him Johnny, and then every time he's like, "Hey, Johnny, pass the potatoes," like, it's Jonathan, Dad.
How about...
Does not want to be associated.
Don't you think?
I can see Johnny.
That's pretty funny.
Shout out to Johnny Knoxville for having a name.
What's their last name?
Oh, I've actually
we need
also
to
been
know a
wondering
last
this.
name?
Brinkman.
Ooh.
Wait, I don't...
Because they're on the brink.
Because they're on the brink.
Because they're on the brink, man.
Oh my gosh. I like that.
What do you guys think Johnny's class would be if he was a D&D class?
Okay, hold on. Calling him Johnny, is this like Johnny Knoxville? Are we paying homage?
I'm not.
I'm not.
I feel like we
Can
know
we?
who this kid is.
It was just who yeah, of course. But no, I don't think that he needs to be the same as Johnny Knoxville.
Okay, so hear me out. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What if Donnie loved Jackass, and so he named his kid
Johnny
Knoxville?
Last
Johnny
name?
Knoxville Brinkman.
Yeah. And
That
he's
would
like
be
the
funny.
tamest kid ever.
That would be funny. That's super funny, especially because like Jackass is niche enough
Yeah.
for it to be like, why is he like obsessed with Jackass? Like, I like that.
That's funny as hell.
That is funny as hell. Okay.
And I can see Donnie
Really
being a
liking Jackass.
Jackass fan.
Yeah, I can see him being like, yeah, that's just men being men.
Bunch of dudes being guys.
Just kicking themselves in the nuts like nothing matters.
So
Should Donnie be the only one who calls him Johnny Knoxville? And like everyone calls him Johnny.
and he requests to be called Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he needs to just be so pathetic now.
Oh, for sure.
Like, now that he's Johnny Knoxville, he needs to just be the most pathetic kid ever.
I think I agree. Yeah.
Oh my god,
I think he always kind of was.
we need to, like, go to a high school and actually, like, find a fucking, like, awful
Just a kid,
15-year-old kid.
tucked into the corner somewhere. We're like, hey, buddy, you want to be in the movies?
Dude, I can picture that.
We're going to make you a star.
I went to school with someone who looks exactly like how I picture.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Ick.
Well, does he have a little brother?
Actually, yes.
Hey, baby, we're in.
You guys number?
So, as a refresher,
Do we want to lock that in, by the way? Is that a lock
I think so. I think Johnny Knoxville would love that.
we're making strides, people. We got
If we
names.
can make Johnny Knoxville laugh, that's all that fucking matters.
Welcome to the show, Johnny Knoxville. We made you a fucking punk.
Yeah.
It's a little punk kid who can't smoke weed.
So Johnny Knoxville, just
Yeah,
a little punk kid who can't smoke weed, sweet boy.
Yeah, we didn't think you shit. That's you, baby.
Smooches.
He's gonna kick our ass.
No, he's not. He's a lover, not a fighter. He is.
So for
Don't look at me like that. That was his fucking, like, tag on an interview once. It was like, Johnny Knoxville, underneath, lover, not fighter.
not fighter.
He's like, people used to just come up to me and punch me in the face. Like, I liked that shit. Like, no, I don't want this.
That's fair.
Yeah, fuck that. I bet a lot of those guys get that shit. So, as a recap, the classes available in, or at least the ones that we're choosing from are Artificer, Bard, Barbarian, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard.
I feel like you missed one, but that's okay. I have no idea what it is.
Druid?
Yeah, I was gonna say Druid, too.
I said Druid.
Just because I think he's just, like, the weird kid, so of course he plays a Druid.
Oh, yeah. You think that he might be the Druid?
Yeah.
Cool. I can see that. So kind of this, like, little nature-y...
I feel like the little sister's the Druid.
Okay, but think about the people that play Druids.
I almost think that the little sister's a ranger.
What?
I think, yeah, she's cooler than a Druid.
Because she's like hippie vibes, but like,
Druids
yo, step
are
off,
cool
bitch.
as shit.
I mean, like, they're not, like, badass, though.
They can be, but I mean, like,
Force magic.
stereotypically.
I think of her as more of, like, a fucking warlock. Like, a warlock is more badass than a druid. Come on.
I just also, like, you know, her, like, liking Pod and being, like, the stoner.
The stoner, yeah.
Anyone can like
I mean, they
Pod.
could.
But like,
they
almost,
also don't all need to be different.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. The druid.
So, I mean, there are many sides to a druid.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I also don't think that she's, like, defined by, like, oh, I like pot, so I'm a druid.
That's fair. Okay.
But yeah, Johnny Knoxville Brinkman, just this little... Maddie's making such a face.
Darling.
She loves this.
How darling.
What is he about? I mean, he just kind of sticks to the shadows. He not like to the shadows, but like tries to be invisible. Is kind of just bad at everything.
I wouldn't say
maybe a monk.
Sorry. Monks are good at everything.
Yeah.
Monks are badass.
I don't think he's bad at stuff. I think he's like a nerdy, like smart loser.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He's just not big jock boy that Donnie
like
wants.
science kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Artificer.
Or artificer.
Like he's like a little inventor.
Like he was in the robot club.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In high school.
I like to think he's a bad artificer.
I can see that.
He was in Robot Club, but he was bad at it.
Yeah, he's not the best.
But it was by default.
He was like the kid who was on the losing team that like...
That's fair.
But very optimistic. Very optimistic.
They just sat around and had a good time because they like to see shit get set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, because him being Donnie's kid means that he can't be successful in any way. Because otherwise it would be too good for Donnie.
Yeah.
He needs to just have the worst chance at having like his personal heaven.
It could also be like Donnie sees success in like a very certain way, and that's like, you know, playing sports, being tough guy, jock, whatever.
Tough man,
and sees just kind of like the robot geek stuff as Steve from American Dad.
And then he's still not good at it.
Yeah,
exactly. Steve Smith is a great icon for
but way less bold.
Yes.
Yeah. A timid Steve Smith.
Yeah, like if Steve Smith had been like punched in the throat and now had to sit alone at lunch.
Yeah. So, what's his highest stat? I feel like they're all going to be pretty low.
What if he's just a 3 what if he's a 3 in everything but strength where he's a 0?
And we're doing this on a rating system from 0 to 10.
Yes. Like normal people.
Right. Not like D&D, but like normal people. We're modifying the system.
They're not the same.
And we have swapped, and the stats that we are using are strength. We have swapped dexterity for luck. It's a little bit more applicable to our situation.
Or whatever we think is most applicable to the character.
Dexterity is going to be kind of, how you'd think of dexterity is going to be kind of rolled into strength and just like physical prowess. And then we have constitution, like a person's fortitude, their intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. I like the idea of a 3 across the board. That sounds pretty fucking fitting.
Sure.
Except for strength, which is 0.
Just below average at literally everything that he does.
And not interesting or dynamic
or
in
smart,
any way.
Or charismatic or lucky.
No roundedness to his character at all.
No, he's just like totally boring.
Yeah.
I would say, what about if like charisma was up, but it's more so like he's being charismatic for himself.
Like he loves his own jokes.
Yeah.
I can see that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Is that charisma
would be
though?
up.
I think it's a fun way to apply charisma.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
terms of like self-confidence, like,
Yeah. Like he likes his own jokes.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
I guess I initially didn't picture him as someone who would like make their own jokes out loud.
Yeah, he's one that I think still needs a little bit of exploring.
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, like just how antisocial is he?
I think that he like speaks when spoken to, like fairly well. Like he's gonna kind of wait to be addressed at the table, but then when he does, he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, school's school and people are people. Good potatoes, Mrs. K." I mean, I know she's his grandma, but
Yeah.
like that's kind of the vibe I get. Is like he can speak, but he chooses not to.
He's bashful.
Yeah, or just like kind of maybe like kind of lives in his own head.
Yeah,
Bashful
that's fair.
Johnny. Oh my
What
god,
do you
we
guys-
should have Donnie do a stunt in his flashback for his describing like why he named his kid Johnny Knoxville. We should have him like get hit by a trash can or something.
That'd be funny.
That'd
like
be funny
Donnie
as
throwing
hell.
a trash can at Johnny.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Oh,
We can have a scene of him like, "I'm Johnny Knoxville Brinkman, and this is my dad." Come.
Can I tell you my idea to introduce the characters in that montage of like meet the family? So I know we talked about when our main character describes his family to the girlfriend, we wanted to do like a picture frame-esque like shot of everybody in a group. But I was thinking, what if we combine the idea of like the rotating plate
Oh yeah.
for the introduction into the family? So like say like they're in the living room and they have like a round coffee table around them. They sit down, the Lazy Susan full of like snacks, and like they are spinning it, and whenever and once it lands on like a family, that's like who our main character is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like first we have my whatever,
Yeah.
and they're like in a group
And they could be
shot.
like picking something out of
Yep.
the plate while they're doing
Yeah,
it.
and
Yep.
it could even like freeze frame on them or something.
Exactly.
Or
And
just
then
kind
we
of have
can-
them like scowling towards the camera
exactly.
or whatever face.
So then would it cut to like the backstory stuff?
Yep, it
Okay.
would just like double cut.
That'd be fun.
That would
Yeah.
be
I
fun.
can see that.
When you said spinning thing, I pictured them all, like all of them standing on like a circle that can spin
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
and all like facing out, and then like having just everybody else in shadow, but then have the one light and it would spin like
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
video game avatar.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I see what you're saying.
That would be fun. And
Just
then
like on a psych wall.
and they
Yeah.
turn into the spotlight
Yeah.
on their
But
turn.
they spin, yeah.
That would be fun.
That would be fun too.
And then, yeah, everybody else can just be in the background in shadow, and then it spins, and then you're on the one
Then you
person.
get rotated in
Yeah,
That's
and then
fun.
the camera doesn't have to move. They just have to move.
way harder.
Ow. Just spin it.
Well, yeah, but now you need like a
platform
lazy Susan that can hold 8 people.
Ah,
Yeah.
true. But cool shot.
Cool shot. Hell yeah, it would.
I bet we could do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You just get you just get a lazy Susan and then you put big ass board on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you get like 13 Lazy Susans,
Mm-hmm.
put them all in a circle, and then one big board.
They're all just spinning in the background while we're like watching the one character.
Yeah, we just get everyone their own lazy Susan and they're just spinning in the background.
Oh my god.
We're spinning in the 4th dimension now, guys.
Oh my god. You know what would be funny is doing like the playground spinny thing, you know? Like the big thing, the metal thing that you could like get on
Yeah.
and it would spin really fast.
Yeah.
We could have everybody start on that, and then like the order of them like falling off and like being dizzy is like when the cuts in.
That's
might
such
be
a
fun.
jackass bit.
It is. But that'd be funny. Just to
That
like
would be
see
funny.
how
It
they
does sound like the intro of like a Jackass.
Yeah. That's fair. Hang my head in shame.
I do like the idea. We might end up having a lazy Susan on this shoot. It kind of seems like an inevitability.
Mhm.
And we're also talking about Johnny Knoxville Brinkman getting a little too like stoned with his aunt. So it'd be funny. It might be fun if he's like in a conversation and like experiencing the world as stoned, and Donnie, his dad, is like saying something to him from behind him, and we just have this shot of like Johnny looking into camera, or kind of centered, and then over his shoulder, like in the background, is just his dad like spinning behind him.
That would be like
for
hilarious.
real.
Hey Johnny, where are the mashed potatoes?
Oh my
buddy?
god, that would be funny. And it's just like a super close up, so his like eyeballs are like tweaking out, but you see him in the background. That would be funny.
Okay, can I ask you guys again? I just want to gauge your guys' opinions based off where we are right now. I know I've asked this before. What's the vibe of this short film? Like, if you had to compare it to any movie, any comedy out there, what would you compare it to? Because at first, I was comparing it to Hunt for the Wilder People. Hunt for the Wilder People, thank you. And now I'm seeing it completely different.
Yeah. My perspective has definitely changed throughout this process.
Yeah.
It's become more our own.
Yeah, it's true. I've actually been finding it harder and harder to pick out a movie quote that I want to open the episode with, because originally the plan was I want to bring up a movie quote that is going to correspond with a movie that we're going to be talking about today, like as our inspiration. And as the time has gone on and on, we talk less about movies that exist and more about our movie. And so it's a very exciting like realization from my end, because I'm like, hey, like we're getting away from that stuff and we're getting like deeper and deeper into this stuff.
Yeah, we've totally we've gone over all the stuff that we wanted to look at, and now we're like totally just thinking of our own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like we barely mention like referencing from stuff anymore.
But I guess like what I'm like curious to hear is how outrageous are we making this? Like how weird are we making this? I just want a general tone.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I'm coming up with ideas, I know, hey, this is the route we all want to go.
Mm-hmm. The reason I started today with a quote from What We Do in the Shadows is because as we kind of like first got into like the writing of the plot, it kind of felt like we were going in the direction of like Skeleton Twins.
Yeah.
Like kind of this like dark dramedy, like family drama with funny stuff happening. And I feel like we've been kind of like pulling more towards, and I would, in my mind, like I'd want to go more towards something like What We Do in the Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Like this funny, organic, just like natural writing from Taika Waititi with a similar style to movies directed by Wes Anderson and Edgar Wright, with this very like deliberate, balanced, colorful, but muted kind of a vibe.
For sure. Yeah. I'm glad we established that Skeleton Twins was kind of where we were in the beginning and how we moved forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was going crazy. I really did. When you started throwing some outrageous shit, I'm like, wait, what?
No, I think we are seriously like discovering our like funny style,
and
which is really cool.
I totally agree, and it's just more so like where are we going? What can I really pitch here that will match the vibe? So like what I'm doing is like efficient, and like giving you guys ideas that correspond to what we're going for.
Yeah.
Because like hell yeah, if that's what we're doing, if we're going weird, if we're going wild, let's go for it. Let's do it. I just want to know.
Yeah,
I think we should.
I haven't really answered your question then, as far as like a movie that represents the level of ridiculousness that I have in mind.
I guess I thought you did with What We Do in the Shadows,
but like not vampires and murder and stuff.
I would say like
course.
Hot Fuzz. Like there's like graphic gore in Hot Fuzz, but like it's still very funny.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous shit. That's a hard question.
That is a hard question. Like, because like sometimes I feel like we're going to like It's an Always Sunny vibe, where like these are terrible people and they understand that they're terrible.
See, my main issue with this question is that I think we're putting it in a box.
That's a fair point.
I think we're literally coming up with like our own style, and we're like not mimicking a different thing. So it's like, I don't know. I'm feeling really good about how like, especially this conversation has gone where we're just like, that's funny as shit. We should put that in there. Like, and not being like, well, does that feel like Wes Anderson-y, or does that feel a certain way? You know what I mean?
Sorry, that question wasn't meant to be, oh, what are we trying to emulate? It's more so just for tone. Like, although, yes, like, I think, like, a lot of the jokes that we're coming up with are really funny, and I think they would do great. A lot of them have different tones, and I feel like with, like, a short film, you have to kind of set that tone. And yeah, I just wanted, like, an area of reference so I can be like, oh, yeah, it's going to be, like, this type of comedy, so, like, this joke fits with, like, the type of comedy we're making.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I've been thinking everything that people have been saying has been funny. Like, I feel like you talking about that shot of him stoned is, like, a tone. Like, kind of like this, it can go into that, like, psychedelic weird realm.
But, like, very, like, subtly and naturally.
Right.
Yeah.
More of, like, a cinematic choice than, like, a story choice.
I just don't want, like, us to create a short film and, like, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
and people are like, wait. What's happening?
Yeah.
You know, again, I'm okay with ridiculous, but like, let's figure out how we can match all of our jokes to the same tone.
I would say that my like intention of style and kind of how I see it, as far as like on a level of ridiculous and tone, is just like things that could happen in a real family, but things that are like just to that border of like, of you just being like, what the fuck is going on? And I think, like, I don't want to mess with, like, anything supernatural, and I don't want to do, like basic immature toilet humor. But I think just, like, I love the idea of, like, representing some of these weird things in, like, a very clean, cinematic kind of a way. Like, how it, like, if we could do everything practically, except for, like, graphics and stuff like that, if we do like text bubbles or something,
that would be cool to do normally too.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like hold it up. Yeah, like I love that, like kind of handmade, like a guy on a Lazy Susan. It's just like, I think that shot does kind of represent like how I feel about the tone. It's just kind of like, it's some goofy shit, but it looks right. Like it just very looks in camera. Yeah,
like it doesn't need to work in the real world at all. Like it's purely like for the cinematography aspect, for it to like look that way.
So can I challenge something? Does that conflict to our previous statement of wanting to make a slice of life type of short film?
No, I think it's the same.
Okay.
I think it's still a slice of life.
I think it's just a weird life.
Yeah, I think they're just weird people doing weird shit.
But not too weird. They're just like...
Do you see where, like, I'm
okay, like... I feel like the Max is, like, he named his kid Johnny Knoxville. Like, that's pretty weird. Yeah. I feel like the Max is, you're getting stoned in the garage at your grandpa's funeral.
I think that...
You know what I mean?
I think the absolute Max is that the wife is trying to kill the husband.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, I think that's, like, that should be our maximum level of weirdness.
Yeah, I agree.
Of, like, craziness.
Yeah. And I think all of those things can be true. I think all of those things can fit the same group. Like, I don't think those feel wildly out of tone.
I will say that I feel like I've found the masturbation jokes less and less funny as time goes on.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm not going to nix it with that comment, but maybe that's just a piece of discovering our tone.
Yeah.
Does that sort of answer your question?
Sort of. I don't know. Again, this is also like the anxiety too of like.
Yeah, honestly, I just don't know what to say.
I think if we think it's funny, if we think it's going to be funny, if we think we can do it well, if we can see it in our heads and we can see it fitting in with the rest of the picture, I say we go for it.
Okay.
The picture.
And we have a lot of time to refine and cut down. We're still like, I know we've been here for a while, but like we're still kind of in the brainstorming phase, y'all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Johnny Knoxville Brinkman, what's a personality trait for this guy?
Pale. Wait, that's not a personality.
I'm putting it.
But kinda.
Pale, pathetic.
Skinny.
These
are not personality traits.
I'm writing it. It's all right. You know, person traits.
Do you think he's squeamish?
Yeah, I would say so. I think so.
He doesn't like spiders?
Does not like spiders.
He would go,
I almost see him as like, hey spider.
yeah, like he's almost like emo kid. Is he emo? Or is he like nerd?
Do you see him as emo? Like,
That's what I'm asking you.
I guess I don't really have like a visual picture of this kid.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I see him.
For sure.
I feel like I've seen him like Russell, like from Hunt for the Wilder People, or I've seen him like Steve Smith, you know,
yeah, who are very different people, actually.
But I mean, based on that, not emo.
Not, yeah.
So probably more of just like a dorky kind of nerd kid.
Dude, yeah.
I would.
Instead of like,
yeah.
Almost like, but less cool. I don't know. I was going to say like Cody from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, Cody is cool as shit. How dare you?
Yeah, he was cool as shit.
Yeah, too cool.
Too cool for school.
Sorry, Cody. Get the hell out of here.
Too cool for Johnny.
Yeah, I was going to say like if Steve Smith tried to skateboard.
So you think of him as a skater kid?
I mean, I have from the start.
You say he was
but I don't
think he's a skater kid.
You say he's not a skater boy?
I don't think he's a skater boy. Do you think he's a skater boy?
I kind of see his
really.
Okay, favorite hobby.
Okay, you know what? Here, I have the perfect description.
Okay.
Peter Parker from The Amazing Spider-Man. So Andrew Garfield, but less cool.
And way less hot.
And way less hot.
I can see that.
Skinny, dorky dude.
Yeah.
And also without spider powers.
And also not a superhero.
Yeah.
Does he skateboard?
Yeah.
Skateboard.
Personality trait, not Spider-Man.
Not Spider-Man.
But definitely Peter Parker.
But definitely Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's actually... Not Spider-Man is a pretty damn good description.
Especially when you follow it up with, but he is definitely Peter Parker.
He's on the losing robot team.
Yeah.
So not the good Peter Parker.
He's not even good at doing any of his own things.
Yeah. Peter Parker's little brother. All right, cool. Well, what are his ideals? What does he hold dear? What are his values?
Ooh.
Fucking
video games?
Nothing.
Does he like video games? Probably.
I think so.
He probably designs obscure video games that only he plays. Is that too much?
Is he good at that? Is he good enough to do that?
That's why he only trusts himself to play them, because he knows he'll get ridiculed.
That might be funny. He makes his own video games, but he never lets anyone play them. That's funny.
I like the idea of him like being robotics.
Yeah.
And like kind of being like a tinkerer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's just really bad tinkerer.
Yeah, D&D class, bad artificer.
Yeah, he just has like really bad ADHD.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, just an ADD kid who's just...
Yeah.
What does he hold dear? What is his favorite hobby?
Robotics.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really funny what you said about, like, he does something.
Oh, yeah.
But he won't share it with anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he could maybe do that with something with robotics. Like, he could make, like little robots.
What if we did that? Like a little pocket watch robot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
But he won't show it to anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's who he talks to.
Oh,
when he talks to it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's who he tells his jokes to.
That's pretty funny.
Oh.
Is it like...
If we're getting wild with it.
That's cute.
Because just imagine like us like contacting Derek and seeing like if we could like...
Do a CG robot?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that would be so cute.
That would be cute.
See, that's why I'm wondering, how wild do we want to go?
I don't know.
I don't think that's wild.
That's such a wild concept.
We can only have like a couple of shots, though.
Oh, God,
of a CG robot. Otherwise, it's always in his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's like not a good robot, right?
I don't
he's
think
just
so.
like imagining that he's talking to like a real robot, right?
I guess I imagine a little like, ba ba ba.
I think it's a bad robot, and I think that he knows that the robot can't hear him.
Okay,
but I think
so
he's bad at
robotic.
robotic.
Like, can't move or like talk or anything, right?
It might move a little.
That's what I was thinking. It was like it moved.
It's probably like a really like picture like one of those ducks that you wind them up and they just walk on their 2 little feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like the worst,
the body part of that.
The worst version of that.
Okay,
it's just like 2 little feet with like googly eyes on it.
In his pocket watch.
In his pocket.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it tells the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, it's like he doesn't want to tell his jokes to anyone else, so he just tells them to his robot bud. And then laughs at his own.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Sad but funny. That's what it's all about, baby. Are we done with him? I don't want to rush through this.
No, me neither.
But
It sounded like
but God, I'm done with him.
Yeah, I mean, that feels right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So do you guys want to talk about next? The little sister?
Should we?
The girlfriend?
Let's go, little sister.
Yeah, she's cool. She's like a breath mint.
I
Put that in a personality trait.
still think Alice is a good name.
Alice is a great name.
Alice is such a cool name.
Yeah.
It is
Did you put breath mint?
Yeah, absolutely. Like a
Okay.
breath mint.
Like a breath mint.
like a menthol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parenthesis.
Menthol cigarette.
I think that we
She's
should.
cute and small.
I think that we should, when these character sheets are done, I think we will upload them as PDFs
And share 'em.
and put them somewhere where y'all can find them, so you can see our chicken scratches and see kind of what we've been looking at.
Yeah.
Look into the process.
Because we might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, as her class, I'm going to stick by Ranger as my opening argument, as my
Okay.
opening statement. She is kind of like nature-y, like hippie, kind of connected, and just like grounded, even in her own apathy. But
Kind of like a druid, right?
yeah, very druidish. But a Ranger is like, I think a Ranger is stronger in like the protect the forest kind of a thing.
That's fair.
Like they have a lot more sass to them, canonic or like stereotypically than druids, which are just like the, hey man, come on by, sit on a rock.
So she's like a. Would you say she's like an eco warrior?
Yeah, like I think even just like in spirit, I think eco warrior feels right.
That's fair.
I mean, I don't want to make her Haley Smith to the Steve Smith, but like not far off from like Haley. Like I think she's like is the same color as Haley Smith. You know what I mean? Like they kind of have similar aura.
I feel that.
Yeah. I think fighter.
Ooh, like combative, belligerent.
Like, I think she's like the short lesbian at the bar who like will like take a smack to the face over like somebody like disrespecting her girl, you know? Don't you think so?
Are we talking about Alice or you?
What's the difference?
Both. I mean, to be fair, me and Austin were talking about that the other day. We were like, I feel like the younger sister kind of has my vibe.
I respect it.
But you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't see her just being like, probably sleeps on like a mattress on
Yeah.
like the floor, maybe has like a fish,
I can see that.
you know, like goes to the bar and like
Drinks
kind
Theo.
of like Theo
Oh, wait,
from
yeah.
Haunting of Hill House.
So she's 18 and she's going to the bar?
Okay, well, not going to the bar, but
Yeah, I think like
or
Theo-
maybe, I mean, honestly, she would totally have a fake.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for
she
sure.
would totally have a fake ID. So yeah, going to the bar and like, yeah, like getting into like getting punched and just being like a fucking badass about it.
I respect it.
Plus, I just want to make her cool. I just want her to be the only cool one. But maybe she's like been arrested. Maybe like she didn't graduate or something. Like she's probably enough of a troublemaker that like something has gone wrong in her life, you
I
know?
can see that, yeah. I feel like not gone wrong. Because I imagine her incredibly lucky.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just everything is going good for her.
Yeah, she's just chilling.
Yeah, she has a very wild spirit and a shit ton of luck.
Yeah.
She's always high. She's a little firecracker.
She's my hero. I want her to be my hero.
All right.
Would you say that she doesn't want to be your hero?
Yeah,
Ouch.
she.
No, I mean like
she
like
That's
as
fair,
a character trait.
she's very independent, and I think people depending on her makes her feel weird.
Yeah, no, I would be too nervous to talk to her. I would just admire her from afar.
Mm-hmm. And she's probably best that way.
Yeah, she's like a fucking, like, starburst. Like,
You just think she doesn't.
cool and interesting from a distance, but once you get close, you get burned.
I thought you were going to say solid yet juicy like a liquid.
That too.
What did you say, Austin? She doesn't like people depending on her?
Yeah, because she's very independent.
I want her to have a toothpick. Say?
A toothpick would be funny as hell.
Just because, she, like, I can see her having a toothpick.
What if she like always has it behind her ear and just like in key moments takes it out and does a little chew?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm putting that in ideals. Always has a toothpick.
Toothpick.
Do you guys want to go through her stats?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do her stats. So, 8 in strength.
Yep.
I bet she's strong.
She's strong.
Just strong-willed.
Yeah.
Not necessarily
And I gave her a 10 in dexterity and luck.
Oh, of course.
That's fair, yeah. She's
A 7 in charisma.
Oh, motherfucker.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Pretty charismatic, but not enough to sell you anything because she's still kind of a little snot.
Yeah, she's more like me where she's charismatic until she doesn't like you.
Exactly. Yep.
I feel like she has wisdom, but she's not super smart.
No. I think it's the opposite. I think she's smart, but she's not wise. Because she puts herself into situations that are ooh, anyone else, it would be terrible.
That's
but because
fair.
she's so lucky, she was able to get out of it.
So I think she's street smart.
Yeah.
Which I would say is a high wisdom, low intelligence.
I don't know. I suppose.
Really?
She's also 18 though. And she's young. So I imagine her foolish.
Right.
I wasn't foolish at 18.
I sure was.
I was too. I mean, shit, I still am.
I think she has street smarts.
Yeah.
I think that's high wisdom, low intelligence. So she does get herself into stupid little situations, but she manages to.
But she has her know-how to get her out of them, kind of.
Yeah. Or
she's dumb enough to get into dumb situations, but smart enough to know how to get herself out of them.
Yeah, exactly. So a 4 intelligence and a 7 wisdom.
Yeah.
I would say a 5 and 5.
Oh, I would not say a 5 and 5. Then it's not more.
That's what we just talked.
I know. But
that's not bad.
Because she's similar to what you said. She's not wise enough to get into those bad situations, but she's smart enough
to get herself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. She's kind of fluid between that book smart, street smart, and she's doesn't have enough brain cells to occupy both of those spaces, and so kind of has to switch into them to get herself out of shit.
The weed really burned some of the cells.
And I think she's got a decent constitution. This girl could probably drink half the family under the table.
Fuck yeah.
Except for the mom. A 6 constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She beefy. She's got some stats.
Killer stats.
Damn. I'd play Alice in a campaign.
You better not
play
play
her.
Alice.
Maybe I'll play her for the Suicide Squad one.
Fun fact about us, when we're not recording a podcast, we are playing D&D, and we're going to be...
Exclusively. It's one of those two things.
or
at this point, pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to be doing a Suicide Squad themed campaign. And I'm very excited.
Me too. I want to play a bad boy.
Oh, yeah. You're going to play the baddest boy around. I will be DMing, so God pray.
We've made it through 2 more characters. We've learned about Johnny Knoxville Brinkman.
Yay! That's the best. That's the best thing that happened today.
And his Aunt Alice.
Fuck yeah. I love that they're all kind of white-blooded American names.
Yeah.
They feel very... I can see them.
Yeah.
I'm happy that they're white.
They're the easiest to make fun of.
Yeah,
truly.
It's true.
No
It's
kidding.
totally
Truly.
true.
They really do bring the cringe.
It's totally true.
What the fuck are white people up to?
Yeah, they're the weirdest ones for sure.
Stealing culture.
Yeah.
And I think next episode, we're going to get through the rest of them. The rest of the 4, we have our main character, his girlfriend, the mother, and our poor departed father.
Those will be the easiest ones too.
It's true.
Yeah.
Besides the main character.
Yeah, who are you?
I don't know. He's still so blurry.
So let me say, as an idea too, we could also do 2 sheets, 2 characters next time and 2 more characters the other time. But that's not the only thing we do.
Mm-hmm.
We're also doing something else.
Yeah.
Like something productive.
Yeah.
And that way it's not we need to focus on these characters.
Because we still got other stuff talked about.
Yeah.
It's true.
Besides just
it's
doing
true.
that.
So maybe we do something like that.
That could be fun. And we could even do the main character and his girlfriend, or the mom and the dad, and kind of explore that side of the story while we do the character sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did the married couple together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the 2 burnouts together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So maybe we do that.
I'm into that idea.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Plus, I think it would just get boring to listen to that for 4 hours.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't want to listen to us make a character for 2 hours straight.
Yeah. And I think it's also something to look forward to the next episode. Ooh, what's the next 2 characters they're doing?
Yeah. I'm excited about that idea.
Until next time.
Pause for room tone.
Let's get one more.
Yeah. Well, that was perfect.
Oh, okay.